Right, so the first one we're going to do is we're going to basically kneel. We're going to tuck our toes underneath us, all right? Good morning, mate. How are we doing? We're going to tuck our toes underneath us, all right? Now I'm going to get my iPad on. I like a bit of chill music in the morning. Gotta put my yoga music on. There we go. So remember, if you find the toes tucked under too much, untuck them, alright? So we're going to start by kneeling, and we're tucking those toes underneath us, and we're just going to sit back on those heels. It's a hell of a strong stretch, so if you want to feel like you ever want to take it out at any point, you can untuck your toes, and you just kneel like so, okay? So, try and keep those toes up as much as you can though, and you'll feel the stretch underneath the foot area. Let's just start off with the neck. So we're going to start with those half circles from the right hand side first of all, and we're going to roll down, and we're going to roll across. And we get back to the right hand side. Now we have some big full circles. Be careful of your neck. Listen to your body. 5 big circles. It's the 5th one. Now let's get 5 the other way. Really, really important to get that neck mostly loosened off. Good, right. Let's untuck those toes because that's going to be killing me, that is. I spend a bit of time every single day trying to do that. Right, so we're just going to kneel on the feet now, those heels, and all we're going to do is open up that chest and then round back. Open it up and then round. Okay, right, next round, what we're then going to do is we're going to round right over us, okay? So we're going to do the right arm, the right elbow, over into that left fold of the inside of the arm, all right? So we're in that left fold now, the right arm's over. Now we're going to turn the palms of the face together, and with your left hand, you're going to grab into that left thumb, that right thumb, sorry, if you can, or you're going to try and get the palms of the hands together, if you've got the mobility, and really stretch that back, that mid-back. We're trying to stretch forwards, get a nice stretch of that mid-back. And then release off, and stretch his arms up, and now we get the left elbow into the right fold of the elbow. Across, good. Palms facing forwards, grab hold of that left thumb, and then reach forwards. Get that nice back stretch, right between the shoulder blades. Good. Right, let's give it a slightly stronger neck stretch now. So we're going to go right ear to right shoulder, but with the right hand. We're going to pull on that left side of the face. Only slightly, just easy to stretch. You always close your eyes if you want to. And then with the left hand, you just try to walk it down the side of the body. And then we're going to change sides. We're going to go left hand onto right ear. And same again, with the right hand, try and walk it down the body. If your knees aren't great, I mentioned this at the start, if your knees aren't great with kneeling all the time, you can do this cross-leg seated. You don't have to do it kneeling at all, or you can put a pillow underneath your knees, okay? So for next time, if you feel like your knees are really painful, then just sit on the floor cross-legged or put a pillow underneath your knees. You don't need to kneel the whole time. Right, let's go into our hands and knees now. And again, if your knees aren't great, you can always use a pillow at this point and kneel on that. So we're going to do our shrug shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're literally going to just shrug our shoulders and then round our shoulders. Now we'll go for our cat-cow. We're just going to go for 5 rounds of that. So we're going to bring the chin towards the chest. Breathe in. And I'm going to breathe out, release it all. Head up. Release that stomach. And change again. That's 1. Number 2. 3. 'Let's get one more. Great. Now what we're going to do, knees nice and wide apart, wide as the mat, toes together, and hopefully what you're trying to do is get your bum back on those heels of the feet. If you can't get touching, don't panic. I'm going to reach down and we're going to do a bit of child's pose. If you want to increase the stretch, what you can do is lift up onto those fingertips of yours. And now what we're going to do is thread the needle. So with the right hand, we're going to tuck it underneath the body. And we're going to be on the right shoulder and the right side of our head. And all they're going to do is hold that stretch. With the left hand, you can push into the stretch. You can increase it more. Remember, try and keep that bum down as much as possible. But you're trying to get the rotation with the torso. If you want to increase the stretch, you can lift that left hand in the air. Or you can place that left hand onto the back of the right hip. Good. Right, let's get the left hand underneath now. And if you want to increase the stretch, right arm up and onto the left hip. Good. Right, let's go back on the hands and knees now. And then we'll start doing some hip circles. So we're going to do 5 one way and 5 the other way. Do them in your own time. So just loosen off those hips. 4, 5, and now big hip circles of the way. You get the whole body moving. It's been stiff all morning. Perfect. So we're going to go for our first downward dog. So remember, our hands are shoulder apart, our feet are about shoulder apart, and all we're going to do is we're going to push up on those toes. Good. And the hips should be between the shoulders. Nice straight arms. And then you're going to pulse those ankles, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to bend your right knee, keep the left leg straight, get a nice stretch to the back of the thigh, and then change. Remember to breathe, you don't want to hold your breath on this. And you'll literally just change in between each one. We're trying to get some movement in those ankles. It was really stiff first thing in the morning. And I'm going to hold both feet down this time. The ankle should loosen up a little bit. Try and get the heels down if you can. If you can't, don't worry. And then the right leg is going to come up in the air. And then from there you're going to turn the hip out. And then what you're going to do is going to bring that right foot right up towards your hands. Okay? So your right foot is facing forwards. You're then going to turn your left foot out. Nice wide stance. And what we're going to go for is a warrior pose. So we're a warrior pose. We're going to squat down or lunge down as such. And the right knee is going to go forwards, okay? So we're going forward and it stays in line with the toes the whole time. It doesn't drop in, it stays in line with the toes. We've still got weight in the back of the left foot. And this is our warrior pose. Arms out. We're not leaning forwards with the torso. We're keeping the torso nice and upright. From there, we take a nice big deep breath in. And then we'll lean back. Still stay in that warrior pose. Then from there, another big deep breath in, and then breathe out, and then we're going to rest the forearm onto the right thigh and reach over. From there, double deep breath in, and breathe out, straighten up. Both legs are straight, but we're leaning back. And then we're going to triangle pose. With the triangle pose, we're going to take another big deep breath in. We're going to breathe out. What we're going to do is we're going to reach forward as far forward as we can go. Keep stretching, and then we're going to hold on to that right shin or that right ankle. And then the left palm should be up in the air. And we should get a nice stretch into this side, into the back of the right thigh as well. Open up this hip so we're not rolling into it. We're trying to stretch up. And then from there, the left hand comes down. And what we're going to do is go into our low lunge. Hands down into our down dog. Remember, the right foot was the one we did first of all. From there, into our plank position. Do our press up, which can be done on the knees, on the feet. And then we'll go up into upward dog. With the upward dog, we're not looking in the air, we're looking forwards. We're pulling those shoulders back. Nice big deep breath again. Push yourself up in down dog. Hold it for a couple of breaths. And then the left leg comes up in the air. And then we turn the hip out. And that left foot comes through. Good. Turn the right foot out. And then we go into our warrior pose. So let's get to that stretch. Remember, we're not leaning forwards. We're upright. There's weight in that back right foot as well. You're trying to keep that back right foot completely down. And the hips are facing the back wall. Or the side wall, sorry. From there, deep breath in. Breathe out. Lean back. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Then we're going to straighten up. And then we're going to try and go deep breath out. Lean forwards, lean, lean, lean. Good, stretch. And open up. Perfect. And then come into that low lunge. Both hands down. And into down dog. Into that plank. Into press up. Into upward dog. Back in the down dog. Right leg up. Hips out. And then bring it through. Your hands. Turn the left toe out and into warrior pose. Get a little bit lower if you can. Really sit into that stretch. Remember, you're not leaning your body forwards. Your body's bow upright. And you're looking over your right second finger. From there, you lean back. And then breathe in, breathe out, rest the right forearm on the right thigh, and reach over. Then you straighten up. And you're reaching forwards, go on, reach, 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 and then drop down. Turn both hands in. Into that low lunge. Both hands down, into down dog. Into press up. Into upward dog. And back in the press up. Tuck the toes up. Back in the down dog. Left leg in the air. Turn the knee out. Bring it through the hands. Turn that right toe out and sit into that warrior. Deep breath in. Lean back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rest the left forearm on the left knee. Reach over. Remember, sit into that stretch. Open those hips up. Then straighten both legs. And lean back with the body. With a triangle, remember, we're going to reach as far forward as we can. Keep those hips facing towards that side wall. Lean forwards, lean as much as you can. And then come both hands down into that low lunge. Really strong stretches today. Good. Then bring both hands down into that down dog. Into plank, press up, and tuck the toes, into upward dog. Back, into press up, into down dog. We do one more on each side, okay? So that'll make 6 in total. So right leg up, then right hip turn out, bring it through, turn the left foot out, get into that deep warrior pose, upright. We're not leaning forwards, remember? Open up those hips. These hips should be facing towards here, okay? Then breathe out. Breathe in. Out and reach over. Really good for your sides, really good for your back. Straighten up, breathe in. Nice when you feel it down here. Then breathe in. Remember, we're reaching. See how far I'm reaching forwards? The weight is distributed evenly. I've got the weight in the back left foot and the front right foot. I have all the weights in the right foot. Then, from there, rotate, low lunge. Then go into my downward dog. Into our plank. Stand to the toes. Into a down dog. We've got one more round on the left side. People think yoga is easy. I'll tell you now, it's a full body workout. So if you can't hold your body weight, there's no point lifting dumbbells, etc. Because you need to get strong at utilising your own body. Mobility is key. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. For injury prevention and just for ultimately feeling good. Straighten up. I've realised that this year. It's made a huge difference. Right, triangle. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Forward. Good. Remember, really open up those hips. Into a lunge. Into a down dog. Probably should have done the last one. Into our plank. Press up. Upward dog. Good. Back in that down dog. Then what we're going to do is just walk our feet up. I want you to lean over there for a little bit and do what's called ragdoll. So ragdoll, you can hold on to either elbow and just reach over forwards. And just allow the head to feel really heavy. You want to imagine the head is being pulled down towards the floor. And all you're then going to do is rotate to one side and across the other side. Just do your own time. And then slowly come up, nice and slow. Keep the chin tucked in. Go up through all the vertebrae, all the individual vertebrae. Whew, right, got a few more minutes. So what we're going to do is go for seated down. We'll go for a torso rotation stretch. So we'll loosen those hips off first of all though. What we're going to do is sit up, turn the palms out so your chest is proud, and then just rotate your knees. Now, legs nice and straight. What I'm going to do is take that left leg over the right knee with the right elbow. You're going to rotate over and then rotate. Twist, twist, twist. And then change sides. So now your right foot is going to be left knee, left elbow. Good. Right. Nice big reach forwards. So if you're only touching your shins, that's absolutely fine. If you can grab hold of your big toes, that's great. Try and keep your chest proud, okay? Don't just fold to the back. Try and keep the chest nice and proud. Shoulders back. And from there, take the legs nice and wide apart. You're going to flow between each one, okay? So we're just going to literally just rock over. We're trying to loosen the sides of the body off. Okay, you should feel it. Keep both sitting bones on the ground. All right, we're trying to get a stretch in the sides of the back, just here and here. And then what we're going to do is with the left hand, we'll lean over to the right foot. Remember, the left hand is going over your ear. Your right hand's going to grab on the outside of the foot if it can. If it can't, it's onto the shin. And we're trying to reach and stretch over. So what you'll find is your left sitting bone want to come up in the air. Don't let it. Keep it sat down. Okay? That's what's going to give you that stretch. So keep that left sitting bone down. And you should get a lovely stretch just down your back area. And the change sides. So your right arm is going over here. Remember, right sitting bone needs to stay down. Let's try more forwards. Good. And then we just fold the legs up. I'm going to finish off with 3 nice big deep breaths. So. And there we have it. Thank you very much for joining me. So I hope that stretched you off. Remember, you're all about opening, it's all about flowing, all right? You don't want to hold your breath between each movement. So if you're doing it and you're feeling really stiff and tight and you can't get that stretch, it's because you're holding your breath too much. The breath's crucial, so you want to kind of breathe and flow between each move. So it's breathe in, breathe out, release off. Breathe in, breathe out, release off. If you're finding you're holding your breath, it means you're pushing yourself too much. This isn't like a gym session. Yoga is where you listen to your body a bit more. I couldn't say yoga, sorry. Morning stretch is where you listen to your body more. So what you do is you let it just release off and just increase the stretch. And if you do that week in, week out, day in, day out, you will get better mobility. You can't expect it overnight. It's just like you can't expect to 100 kilo bench press overnight. Exactly the same. The more you do, the better you get with your body. So do keep doing it and keep pushing your body, but listen to your body, okay? So you want to try and increase the stretch. However, if you're not getting that stretch and you're holding your breath too much, you're tensing up, release, ease off the stretch, get to where you feel comfortable, push it a bit further, and each day, each week, try and do a bit more. All right?